Hey guys, Cal here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be the Rush series, 22 weeks in. It looks like we need to get our laboratory going, which we do have the main two things upgraded. We probably want to get these dragons. I'll just upgrade that right away, as our main attack strategy is using the super dragons in the clan war. So we'll quickly upgrade that and the sneaky goblin, as we are full switching to the pure sneaky goblin with pure jump, pure sneaky. Been consistently getting over 10 attacks in very consistently. I'm actually really liking this. Of course, you can't do this unless you have a warden. Mine is only level 1, but we're pumping all our resources into that warden to make sure that he has that maxed out eternal tome. I didn't realize that I need to upgrade this, so we're going to have to get there to get that max warden. But even if we fall a little bit behind, this is the Rush series, so actually the worse the Town Hall is when we get to Town Hall 16, the more fun it will be to bring it back. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing this account. We're always going to be grinding to make sure that we at least have our storages maxed out here, so that we don't have to really worry about upgrades in the future. But that's enough about the progression. Let's get right into the raids, as sneaky goblins tend to drag on a little bit. I do recommend, and I will do this now, if you are doing this attack strategy, I will recommend just bringing the 3 invisibility spells in your CC. You'll never know when you're going to need it, and taking a loss up here in Titan is usually a big hurt, big amount of damage to your trophies, and is quite a pain to get back up. So just be aware of that. And we do have our wall wreckers to get through the first layer of wall whenever we find it. Usually we don't need to use our wall wrecker a lot, but it looks like we have our first base here with a town hall nice on the outside here. We'll try to track, oh no, I pressed the wrong thing. We'll try to track the loot that we get here. We have, what, 6 million when it comes to the gold, and 6.8 and 1.3 in that department, but we'll probably just put it in the, now that I said it, I don't want to do that, so we're not going to do that. It'll say that in the notes, in the title, on how much we got, unless there isn't space. You know what, I'm just talking. We're not going to do any of that, as there's not enough space in the title, but we'll just try our best to get a good amount of loot here. I'm sprinkling everything around the outside here to get some percent up, as we are pretty close to this town hall here. Going to get a little bit of percent, and yeah, I don't want to miss this town hall. The ones that we did throw out there weren't going to ever deter us, but getting the percent up will of course get our loot up. So 19% here, probably won't get 10k or 100,000. Yeah, missing out on 20,000 of each loot because we missed out on one building is a little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. This one is pretty easy, but there are a lot of storages there. I don't want to deal with the storage. It really can go south, and we only have one warden ability, so you have to really be what's the word, disciplined in what you go for. This has a lot of easy loot on the outside. I'm actually not going to go for the storages because those don't go down in one. Oh, it looks like we're going to go for that storage, and I'm mostly doing this to get the percent up. Once again, we do like getting 20%, but it isn't the end of the world if we don't get there. And let's go right into it. Have those sneaky goblins go in there, drop the ward in, utilize that rage, and we're going to be at 19% again. It's taunting us, but 84,000 elixir and gold is still nothing to be too upset about. So we're going to keep on rolling here. Going to go and take out this town hall here. This one we will need the wall wrecker, as we don't want to use 2 jumps. You definitely can. It isn't the end of the world because we only have jumps here. But if you don't need to, the wall wrecker is free, and depending on where the town hall is located, that wall wrecker can actually trigger traps and do a lot of good for you. So whenever you have the opportunity to do so, I do definitely recommend to do so. I'm going to keep on chugging here as we keep on looking for town halls on the outside. And if you notice that base that we just passed on, ooh, this one is also pretty easy. Even though this one looks like it's in the core and will take a lot of time to get to, there is no space, or there is no loot-bearing structure obstructing our way to this town hall here. So again, we're going to use our wall wrecker here. Only an archer tower here, so it isn't going to dunk on us. I'm going to snipe out some more collectors while we wait. No need to stare at the wall wrecker. Oh, are we actually going to make it? Come on. Oh, we aren't. That's a little annoying. So for this one specifically, I guess we'll have to use a double jump to go straight into this town hall. Because we're traveling such a far distance, ooh, it looks like we're going to have to drop a few, because we really want to make sure there's no tornado trap there. Oh, it looks like we're taking a really long time. Is this distance a little bit too far for us? Okay, there is no tornado trap, there are spring traps, so we want to really make sure that we have enough goblins that it will take out this town hall. So being a little bit heavier on the goblins is of course a good thing, but here we got plenty of loot. Used quite a bit of goblins though, a little bit more than I would have liked because of that distance. It looks like it took us a little bit longer to get to that town hall and see if there were traps in there than I would have liked, but it also would have been another example of a good place to use those invisibility spells that we're stocked up on. Usually you never end up using them, but if you're doing this at, like, let's say Town Hall 16, a lot of Town Hall 16s have the invisibility vial protecting the Town Hall when you're lower in, when you're in Titan. I've noticed with my Town Hall 16 account, and those invisibility vials are quite annoying, and you kind of need that that invisibility to get there. So here I'm actually just going to use the, oh, we missed. I'm going to use the queen here to hopefully take out this storage, but I missed, so we're not going to. King is going to take out a good chunk of things, and let's just throw in some goblins. I'm actually going to use an invisibility spell here because I don't want to waste too many more of my goblins, and it looks good there, so let's just send in, oh, come on, Warden. Send in the Warden, and hopefully there are no more traps. Good, and we will take out that Town Hall, giving us a nice 24%. And I know we aren't tracking the gold, but it looks like we're at 8.7. If I remember correctly, we were at 6.8 when we started, so we're already 2 mil, and I believe we were 1 point something in elixir, so I think we also have gained 2 mil in that department as well, which through kind of farming with my other account, it seems like it's a lot easier now to get more than 500k per raid. When I started doing this, it felt a little bit more difficult, so I do understand people not really wanting to do this for the loot, as it isn't as straightforward as just attacking. You can get like 600k pretty easily, 800k, but this is still more than 2 1 million raids, which I believe is quite difficult to get. I haven't actually put in the time to do that. Oh, come on, Warden. Why you do this to me? Yeah. So I don't know how difficult that is to get, and if it's any easier, but it feels like this is a nice way to consistently get, and I'm always talking about consistency, but to each their own, of course. This one might be tricky. I think we're gonna go for it. Oh, speaking of 1 mil raids, this one might be a little bit of a doozy here, but let's just try and get ourselves some loot. This is a Town Hall 16, of course, so we're going to have to tread lightly here. Going to use our invisibility here, and hopefully I'm praying that we go to this town hall here. Oh, and it looks like we are not going to go to the town hall here, and because of that, I think this one is going to be a loss. But even if it is a loss, we can go out in style here. We'll just get ourselves some good loot here, get the gold, might as well, and we got a good chunk of the elixir, and it is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hopefully there aren't, oh, there are skeletons, so we're going to snipe out some of this dark elixir here. Use the Royal Champion here to hopefully take out these skeletons. Nice. Use the Royal Champ ability. Ooh, it does take out a good chunk. I didn't think that it would. We'll use the Warden and get ourselves a little bit more percent, but that's going to be it there. We're going to take the defeat, but in exchange for some good loot. Definitely you can afford to do that every now and then, but it isn't something that I personally like to do too much. So let's take a look at how many attacks we got in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks in. 3 less than I would have liked, but we did use more sneaky goblins on the outside, and that's kind of to show that you can go for the loot by putting things along the outside, but you do get less attacks in. Every sneaky goblin you use is 1 less that you can use in a next attack, and it adds up pretty quickly. Had we had probably a handful more sneaky goblins for that last raid, we probably would have been able to get that town hall and a lot more loot. So just be a little bit careful about your sneaky goblin use. Try to be as efficient as possible so you can get as many snipes as possible so that you can get yourself in high Titan. We're only in Titan 3. It would be great to eventually get to Titan 1, but to get there you do have to be on the grind. But nonetheless, we got plenty of loot, and we have, ooh, progression. Yes, we should upgrade things here. So we do want to save up for this blacksmith, and we do want to save up for this pet house, but we do have some gold that we can spend. So let's just drop it here on this storage, and let's see if we have enough gold. Yep, we have enough gold to upgrade a wall piece over here, and we can move them over to replace them. I'll do that off screen though. No point of watching me replace all these walls, but hopefully you did all enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.